Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about ideal and non-ideal solutions. We have learned what is solution and the process of crystallization and the solution, and there is an equilibrium exists between these two processes, and the measurable quantity vapor pressure, how it related to its concentration. Raoult's relates it, the vapor pressure of a solution to its concentration by Raoult's law, and it states that the vapor pressure of a component, if you are taking A and B, two components in a solution, in a binary solution, and PA is equal to the product of the vapor pressure of the pure component into mole fraction of that component, and PB is equal to P0B into mole fraction of B. This is simply Raoult's law, but you know that how ideal you are, all in you can't obey all the rules and regulations by your parents, your institution. You are were deviating from that, just like the solutions are also deviating from this ideal behavior. This is the ideal behavior, and what's the reason for the deviation of this ideal behavior? We are discuss in terms of intermolecular forces, and for that first we need to identify the characteristics of an ideal solution. So first we are taking ideal solution. For that we are taking a system like this. So we can take a system like this. Suppose this is a binary solution in it, and two components are present there. One is component A, and suppose we are describing two components of A here, and the other is component B. We are drawing two molecules of B here and A and B here. In a solution, if you are taking a binary solution, the three types of intermolecular forces are existing, and before the solution we can see that between A and A there is an intermolecular force exists, and between B and B there is another intermolecular force exists. And after the solution, what happens is that by breaking some of the bonds of A, B, B, they forms a new bond between A and B. Then the process is known as dissolution. And for an ideal solution, if you are looking for the magnitude of the three forces, you can see that the magnitude are the same for the three intermolecular forces. So what can we say? The vapor pressure remains the same as Raoult's law. Raoult's law, PA is equal to P0A into XA, and PB is equal to P0B into XB. Then what about its enthalpy, total heat content of the system? For there is breaking of bonds and there is making of bonds, but the enthalpy remains constant because the magnitude of these three forces are constant. Therefore, delta H is equal to 0 in this ideal condition. And what about volume? If the magnitude of these three forces are the same, there is no volume change at all. The volume change is also 0. Therefore, delta V is also equal to 0 for this ideal condition. But in the universe, all the solutions are non-ideal because it deviates from the ideal behavior because of the interplay of these intermolecular forces. And there are two types of deviations are there. First, there is positive deviation. Positive deviation. What is this positive deviation? We are going to take a look. So, again the three forces came. A to A bond, B to B bond, B to B bond, and A to P bond. But in positive deviation, what here is the intermolecular force between A and A are very strong, and B also like that. But the newly formed force between A and B is a weaker one, is a weaker bond. Then what happens? After dissolution or the process commences, some of the A molecule will break the bond between the B molecules, and the same with the B molecule also. It breaks some of the intermolecular forces, and it is very easy to evaporate both for A and B, and the vapor pressure is more than the expected Raoult's value, and we can write it as PA is greater than P0A into XA, and PB is also greater than P0B into XB. Then we come to the enthalpy content of the system. Here, a second force, newly formed force, is very unstable, and these are the stable forces. And for the formation of an unstable bond and for the breaking of a stable bond, we need energy, and we are supplying the energy, and it is the surplus energy of the system, and delta H is equal to positive, or otherwise it's an endothermic process. It's an endothermic process, and all the positive deviations are endothermic process. We can supply extra energy to the system for the breaking of this bond and the formation of this bond. And what about delta V? What about the volume, overall volume of the solution? Okay, here this bond, the magnitude of this individual bonds are what it is greater than the newly formed bond. Therefore, the newly formed molecules are loosely held, or otherwise the volume increases. Delta V also positive. This is the case of positive deviation. Then in a graph, how can you draw the graph for a positive deviation? You can draw the graph like this. You can draw the graph like this. You are taking the first component here. Maybe suppose this is the more volatile component XA, and first the mole fraction is maximum, that's equal to 1, and here XB is equal to 1. This is the less volatile component, and here we can draw XB is increasing here, and vapor pressure is taking here along the y-axis. First, for ideal condition, what is happening here? The vapor pressure first is for the pure component A, that is equal to P0A. We can show here it is, and for a less volatile component it's P0B. What happens? Mole fraction of A is going on decreasing, otherwise XP is going on increasing. The vapor pressure is going on decreasing like this. You can merge it with the 0. Okay. Now here, and for B, it is like this. You can draw like this. And the total pressure of the system is like this. This is what? This is PA, pressure of the first component is equal to P0AXA, and this is PB, P0BXB, and this is the total pressure PA plus PB. Purely obeying Raoult's law. But here what we seen is that the individual pressures are higher than the expected value. Then how you can draw this one? PA is higher than this one, you can draw like this. And PB is also greater than this one, you can draw with the dotted line, and the total pressure like this. And now you can be this is showing the positive deviation graph with the vapor pressure. So next is the negative deviation. Negative deviation. Negative deviation. Again, what is the status of the intermolecular forces present in here? This for the solvent molecule and for the solute molecules, and for the in between the solvent and the solute molecule. Here it is in the opposite direction. That means AA are weak bonds, BB are also weak bonds, but the newly formed bond is a stronger one. So there is no it is very difficult to evaporate both for A and B. Then what about the vapor pressure of A? It's less than the expected value, and PB is less than the expected value. Delta H, enthalpy content for a stable bond, formation of a stable bond, therefore no energy is needed, instead energy is liberated from the system, and delta H is negative, or otherwise this is an exothermic process. All the negative deviations are exothermic process. Then delta V. Delta V, magnitude of the newly formed bond is greater than this one, therefore the molecules are tightly held, and delta V also negative for in this case. This is the negative deviation. Some systems are showing negative deviation, some systems are showing positive deviation. And in some of these positive and negative deviations, there comes amazing property, that is the constant boiling situation for the solution, and there forms azeotropes. And these azeotropes are also positive azeotropes are there, negative azeotropes, that means minimum boiling azeotropes and maximum boiling azeotropes are there. And how can we draw the graph of this one? We can draw the graph for negative deviation. For negative deviation, again the solvent is maximum here concentration, and here the solute is maximum in concentration, and here the pure component A vapor pressure, pure component of B with a vapor pressure P0B, and the graph is going like this, and this is okay, and this is Raoult's condition of ideal solution. And what about the negative deviation? The negative deviation is less than the Raoult's condition. The vapor pressure is less, like this. And here also the vapor pressure is going in the opposite direction, negative direction. So this is for positive and negative deviations. And in next class, we are coming with azeotropes and its properties, how this constant boiling solutions can be fractionally, can be distillated with some other methods than fractional distillation.